Hi guys, I'm back. I'm going to pick up this video where part 1 left off. So I do like, just for every day, I think I said this on my last video, I like the air spun loose powder. I take a flat brush, just get a little on there, and go up underneath the eye area. Kind of pack it on there a little bit. Okay. I'm sure that you have heard this technique before, especially if you've watched any of the YouTubers baking. So I also take it and go up underneath where we did our contour. Okay, just to carve out a little of the cheekbone area. Okay, and so that's what I do to kind of prepare the face. I do also a light dusting on the eyes. I don't use, for every day, and this is just my everyday look, this is not a special occasion look or anything like that. I do just a light dusting. I don't use a cream shadow base for my daily look. On special occasion, I probably would, just to for a little more lasting power. Okay, the next thing I do is eyebrows. Now eyebrows are very, I guess, personal and specific, but they're also very important. If your eyes are the windows to the soul, your eyebrows are the curtains. Okay, they're the drapery. So you can't have beautiful windows with shabby drapes. Okay, so you really have to give attention to your eyebrows. Now, just like eyes come in all different shapes, sizes, colors, so do eyebrows. Okay, I have big eyes, so I like my brows to be thicker. And that's just the way they grow on my face. So some of us are not given a choice. If you have to draw yours on, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Some are rounded, some are pointy, some are arched. Again, there's no right brow shape. There's no wrong brow shape. It's just whatever complements your face, whatever complements your eyes, and whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you like. So, for me, I do fill in my brows, even though, I mean, they look fine without anything, I guess, but I use a spoolie. That's what this thing is called. And I've always heard a good rule of thumb, if you go to like a brow bar at an Ulta or to a professional brow person, this is the way they map your brows. Okay, so they'll take a spoolie or some type of instrument. The inside corner should be from the outside of your nose toward the tip, toward the inner corner of your eye. Okay, right there. Okay, so that's a good idea for the starting point for your eye. Okay, the outer corner from the tip of your nose to the outer corner of your eye up. Okay, so you'll see that my brow is a little bit short. It doesn't quite come out, so I do make my brows a little bit longer just to give it that. Okay, and then if you have an arch, or if you want it to go up, or to be a curvature, a good rule of thumb is from the inner corner of your nose to where your pupil is, the outer side of your pupil. Okay, so that is kind of where your arch should hit. Okay, the brow product that I love, and I have used a ton of brow products. I've used cream, I've used powders, I've used pencils. For me, what I like is, and I always come back to it, I've used the Anastasia products and I do like them, but I'm a Merle girl. The Merle Norman product that I buy the most, because it's probably the product that I use the most. And I have it in all different shapes. The color, I'm sorry, shape. Let me go back and do that again. Okay. The Merle Norman Automatic Fine Brow Pencil. Okay, they come in different colors. I'm using the taupe. They have dark brown, they have, I think, they have maybe a gray or a soft black or a black. Okay. And as you can see, it's a, comes up, roll it down. So I just use this to fill in my brow. So I start at the inner corner and just use small dust-like strokes. Okay. And I use this color because I do have blonde hair. So you just kind of use whatever color goes with your, kind of fill in there at my arch. And then I come down. I do have to trim my brows. I have some bushy old man brows. Thanks, Dad. Okay, and then because, like I said earlier, my brow doesn't come out very long, I do kind of elongate it here on the end. Okay, and then I take a spoolie. That's what this little contraption is called, a spoolie. And do them all together, okay? And see, this is the brow that has product on it. This one does not, okay? So it does make a difference, and so use that to frame your eye. So a nice drape, or, you know, the plastic blinds that come on the windows. So then I just do the same thing to the other eye. I've always heard the saying that brows are sisters, not twins, and that's certainly true. I have met very, very few people whose eyebrows are perfectly symmetrical. Most people, their eyebrows do not match. Okay, so if your eyebrows do not match, you're not a unicorn, you're normal. So, in fact, this is my good brow. It's my right side. My left side, it's a little funkier. It's a little more rounded. It's not as arched as the other side. It's a little shorter. I do have to kind of pay it a little bit of special attention. See, and even now they're still not. But you know, brows you just work with when you get them how you like them. Fill in, you can do that too. All right, so I think for my shadow look today, I'm just going to, I haven't had a chance to play with this one much yet. I just got it, so excited. Kat Von D's Lolita palette. Lolita. Sounds like a little Saturday fun, don't you think? These are beautiful mauve type colors. I have green eyes. They're just, the looks that you can do with eyeshadow are infinity. There's so many different looks, and there is no one right way to do eyeshadow either. Just like with all makeup, you can choose makeup looks based on what you're wearing, based on your eye color, and again, eye shape plays a very, very big role in the types of colors that you should use, the types of formulas that you should use. For example, older eyes that have a lot of wrinkles on the eye area, you want to avoid the shimmery shadows. You want to stick more with matte shades because shimmery brings attention to that area and can emphasize those wrinkles. So eye shape and the characteristics of the eye do play a lot into what shades, what formulas, and really what you can do with your eye. So as I continue to do these videos, I'll use some different models and will demonstrate what I mean by in choosing the correct formulas and products for your eyes. Okay, so do just so many rules. Oh, who knew? And even though there are rules, there really are not. Just do what you like. But you'll see what I mean. If you do something that you shouldn't do, you'll know. You'll say, that does not look good. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Promesa color. Promise in Spanish. It's just a very light pink color. I'm going to put it all over the lid using a fat Laura Ashley eye brush. I really like the Laura Ashley brushes. They're very nice. The foundation brush that I used in my first part 1 Get Ready video, it is a Laura Ashley brush. You can't find them very often. I think that these brushes, the Laura Ashley brushes that I have actually gotten, have been in gifts, in gift packages. Okay. So next I'm going to take, I'm also a brush fiend. I have so many types of brushes. I have just brushes. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is a Vasanti Contour eyeshadow brush. I take just a very light shade. This shade is Besitos. Kisses. I do remember a little of my Spanish. Besitos. Okay. Tap off the excess, and then right here in the contour, same thing on the other eye. I have a lot of real estate here in the eye area. Like I said earlier, I have very big eyes. Even though I look a lot like my mother, I actually got a lot of my features from my father. My big eyes and my big lips and my long eyelashes. But my mother has fabulous eyebrows. Beautiful eye color. Okay. So just a little windshield wiper action right here. Okay. I'm going to take another, just this one, this eyeshadow brush is more compact. The bristles are more close together. And this is a Beauty Accents. This is actually a blending eyeshadow brush, but because I'm using a darker color, I want to concentrate the majority of the color in that crease and outer area. This one is corazón, which is heart in Spanish. All right, so, and I'm gonna tap, just gonna tap that color right here on the outer corner. Using a tapping motion. This area of the eye is known as the crease, and it's the area. This is the brow bone, obviously the area right underneath the brow, the lid, and then the crease is this area right in here. And there are different eye shapes, so some of your lids may be visible, some may not. We're going to go back and blend this out. These colors are very pigmented and beautiful. I hope they're showing up on camera as pretty as they are in person. Okay. So I'm going to take the same brush that I had before, same color, Besitos, Kisses. Just kind of blend it out, go back over it again. I worked with a beautiful girl at Merle Norman named Lavondra Mosley. Hi, Vaughn. She moved out to Texas, and she was the queen. She is the queen of blending. She can blend like no other. I watched her and tried to learn her technique. Just can't do it. Just cannot do it. She's phenomenal, phenomenal makeup artist. She's still in the industry. Try to incorporate too many other colors. I'm going to take just a small stiff brush and go under my eye area for eyeliner. I never use a pencil under the eye. I think that is too harsh of a look. So I'll just take a brush, put some eyeshadow on it. And I'm using the same color, the Cortisone, that I used for my upper, for the crease in the outer corner of my eye. Now I have a brush that I keep clean just for kind of blending out the under eye area. This is actually a Merle Norman lip brush. You can see the Merle Norman lip brush, but instead of using it for lips, I use it as an under eye. It's a very soft brush. It's not stiff. I use it as an eye brush. Sometimes I will use it with shadow on it to get into very small areas, or if someone has very small eyes and I need to get like really deep in, or if I want to put a compact, very intense color somewhere. So this just kind of helps me soften the under eye area. Okay. One of my very favorite all-time eyeliners is the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil. And Perversion, it's a black color. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's very long lasting. Today, this color that I'm using is called Love Drug. I believe this one came out when Urban Decay came out with their Naked Cherry palette. I think this was in that collection. But I love the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils. All right, so this will take some practice, but you should practice and do it. I think I mentioned in my first part 1 video that I do not tug on the eye for eyeliner or anything else because it causes wrinkles, and we're trying to avoid wrinkles. We don't want to cause more. The area around the eye is very, very sensitive. I mean, it's very thin. It's some of the thinnest skin on the body, so we don't want to cause that skin any trauma. So I like to get, and that's one reason that you need a really good eyeliner, so that you're not having to put pressure on your eye. I have not sharpened this one in a little bit, but you can see it's going on very smoothly. I'm not even having to pull on my eye. because it's just gliding on. It's called Glide On Eye Pencil. Aptly named. Well done, Urban Decay. Okay, and so I got that, you know, that's a little crooked. It's not on there exactly well, but it'll be fine. Because we're going to put on some mascara. And I am going to put a little more eyeshadow right there, so that'll cover it up. So, you know, don't pull on your eye. Now, another good option, if you just cannot put on a pencil liner without pulling on your eye, get a liquid, okay, a liquid or a felt tip. And I can tell you some great, because I've used them all. I've used them all. So I can tell you what some of the really great ones are. Okay, I think I'm gonna use a little some little sparkle today, because I'm feeling a little frisky. So I'm going to take a flat brush, and I have a zip palette, or a zebra palette, sometimes they're called, and I have just taken lots of different colors that I like out of various palettes and put them in here. I'm going to put a little white, just to lighten that area a little bit. Okay. Not terribly intense, just going to lighten it up a little. Because when I was blending, kind of got a little crazy. All right. I have long lashes. I don't do lash extensions. I don't do fake eyelashes every day. If you do, that's fine. Not a problem. This is one of my favorite mascaras. Called it's Essence brand. It's Lash Princess. $4.99. What? $4.99. I'm at Ulta. The only other place I've been able to find this is at Target. Some Targets have it, not all Targets, but some Targets will have it. So it's Essence. It's great. I love it. So and if you make a boo-boo, it's fine. Just clean it up. Okay. Now, one other thing that I do sometimes is I love to put a little pop of highlighter. I take a very small flat brush. This is again, I use brushes that are for different purposes. This is a Bare Minerals Precise Concealer Brush, but I'm using it with a highlighter. The highlighter, my very favorite highlighter, is Styla Cosmetics Kitten. Okay, I love it. It does come in a single. However, the one that I am using is actually in it's part of a palette. So it's like this. My single one I have in my other bag. All right, so put some on a flat brush, and if you put it right here at the inner corner, it'll really open up your eyes. Okay. And then I like to put it right up underneath just that little triangle right there. Okay, so when the light catches it. Okay, so, and I will blend that out just a little. I keep a brush, an eyeshadow brush with nothing on it. It's completely eyeshadow free. This is an Essence eye blender brush, so the same brand as the mascara. Blend it all together. Okay, now you can see the difference with the eye, with the pop, and without. Okay, so it just gives it a little something extra. Draws attention to that inner corner. Makes you look more awake. I don't shove myself in the eye. Ta-da! Okay. All right. Now, while I've been doing all of that, my face has been baking. Okay. I'm going to take a big, fat, fluffy brush and powder. This is my everyday face powder. This is the Merle Norman Ultra Powder Foundation. This is a fantastic product. It's one of Merle Norman's best-selling products, and it is a powder foundation, so you can use it as a powder or as a foundation. I use it as a powder because I use a liquid foundation, and it gives really good coverage. So this is what it looks like. Open it up, and then underneath it comes with a sponge. You can wet the sponge, use it all over your face, or use it dry, either way. My little sister Misty actually uses this as her foundation, so, and it provides great coverage for her. But for me, I like something a little more. Okay, so I just swivel my brush. Okay, so we're getting rid of all the powder. Except I take another small flat little brush, still swivel it in my powder, get right up underneath the eye. That way all that baking powder is gone. Okay. So that is my daily powder. Now we need a blush. Take a very, okay. I'll just use one from my Zebra palette. Zip palette. All right, so I'm just gonna take really any kind of pink shade. Any pink shade will do. This is a Merle Norman blush brush. I have several different types of blush brushes as well. There are several different techniques in applying blush. I do, for my face shape, I do from the apple here up toward the temple. I love blush. I always go back and apply more. Just kind of in a little C, a little small C shape. And I go back with my big fluffy brush. Dust it down. Okay. Now if you wanted to, you could go back with a powder bronzer and go back over the areas where we did the bronzing earlier. This is Pacifica brand. It's got a blush and a bronzer in it. I'm just using my same. This is It Cosmetics. This is an It Cosmetics brush for Ulta. And so just put some on there. Just kind of go right back over where we did. Now this is too big to go down the sides of my nose, so I have an eyeshadow brush that I use. This is the Luxie 140 tapered blender brush. This is what it looks like. So I just kind of use this, put some product on it to go down, and put some more of that on my nose. I don't do this every day. I'm just showing you, what you could do. And then on the end of the nose, because that's kind of where we put the blender, or not the blender, the bronzer earlier. And then just take a blush and blend I could talk today. What's wrong with me? Okay. Then, love my highlighter. So I take that same Kitten Styler Cosmetics and this is also a Luxie. This is a 522 tapered highlighter brush from Luxie Cosmetics. And I put the highlighter right on top of that cheekbone and right above that eyebrow. So I don't know if you can tell. You'll be able to see it when you get in the light. So right on top of that area. And then right on that top of that. Now, a lot of people who have oily skin don't like to use highlighter because it can tend to make your skin look oily. So again, that's just kind of a personal preference. I like to take my finger, like my middle finger, put a little bit on the tip, and then just kind of go down the bridge of the nose, a little in your Cupid's bow. Again, just kind of blend it out with your brush. Now, and then I finish up with the lips. When the rest of the face is done. I haven't tried this before. I just got this in my gift bags. It's called Phase Zero Matte Liquid Lipstick. That's what it looks like. So let's see. I love a matte liquid lip. My lips tend to be dry, which is not great, but it makes my lips hold color for a long time. Let's see. And I usually like to line my lips. I think all of my lip liners are in my travel case. So I'm just gonna have to go with what I got. This is a really pretty color. The name of this color is Undercover. Ooh. So I'm a Lolita Undercover today. The Lolita Kat Von D palette on the eyes. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you think. Can you tell? What's that? Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just an everyday look. This is something that I would wear to work, or just out and about town if I wanted to go shopping, and for whatever else I was gonna do. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, drop them. I will answer anything that I can, and I'll see you next time. Bye.